What is going on, everybody? It's Adam and Adam. It is the HydroPump Poke Cast, episode 6. We're coming at you on Mother's Day, May the 10th. And we've got some exciting stuff today. We got some news. We got some other stuff. And, man, you are tweaking out today. And some fun stuff to talk about. And
we working it.
So, bringing up some good discussions, answer your questions, everything else. And I think before we start, we gotta roll the intro. Wow. Here we go. All right.
What is up, everybody? We are back, episode 6. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's Mother's Day going? Raise your hand if your kids are opening vintage packs behind your back. Oh, my God.
Oh, man. It's still rough. I still feel for you.
I was telling Trainer Wolf, I'm like, dude, I can't explain the feeling. It's something in your body. It just is like, oh. Like, could you imagine if he opened, like, the base set? Well, I mean, just open Charizard.
No, and that's when you showed me that pack this morning. Like, the base pack was there. I was like, oh, man. That's why I was like, dude, what happened? Like, what were the pulls? Because it could get really, really, like, that's why I texted you earlier. I was like, are you still okay? Like, do we need to bail you out or jail or something?
I think the part, like, the part that really hurt, so like those gym challenge, those are the ones I told you where I won those that 4 art set, and it was the one where the guy's like, look, the Charizard hasn't been pulled yet.
Yeah.
So in there, I was about to like waterboard Dempsey. Like, where is I need to see the rare. I need to see the rare from the gym challenge back now. So luckily it was a non-hollow. I think it was a Nidoking. So like I lucked out, but I was like, oh my God, dude. I need to see 4 star cards. I need to see all the hollows. I like all the rares. I need to see them now.
Oh,
like,
man.
Oh my God.
He had that. Like he had that package.
The worst part is you find the first one, and then you start doing inventory, and you're like, because you ask a 6-year-old like, what do you open? And he's like, I only opened 1. And so then you count like I count 2 packs. So then I'm counting all the packs in the booster box. I'm counting everything. I'm like, dude, I'm missing 2. You opened 2. Where are the 2? So like we picked up stuffed animals, and there it is. It's like a sleeved first edition Haunter, like hollow. I'm like, just sitting in a sleeve underneath a teddy bear, so I wouldn't find it. I'm like, what else, dude? I need all the rares now, and I need to know if they're hollows. Like it was, yeah. So that's what I did. And I should have known it. So when I went to wake, I went upstairs to yell for Dempsey to wake up. He was just sitting at the top of the stairs naked. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He was just like, I just woke up. And like, so when he pauses for more than 5 seconds, I should have known. So hindsight, he was opening Pokemon cards naked in his room. That's what he was doing. That's what my 6-year-old did. Like, I can't even deal with it. I can't even deal with it.
It hurts me. It hurts. It hurts, man. Oh, I like this. So this was not pre-planned. This was not the discussion that we wanted to start with today. But it being Mother's Day, got to talk about the kids. Anybody that caught so mine's not as bad. Anybody that caught the Friday video with Bailey, where she picked up the camera and started moving it all around. She had pulled this card right before it, and what you didn't see with the camera was that there is a giant chunk taken out of the middle of this card. So she knocked the camera over, and it put a big old dent right in the middle of Erica's head. And I was super happy that we got the card. And I was like, oh, man, I've been wanting it. And then all of a sudden, I was like, nope, it's thing's destroyed. So, mine's definitely not as bad as yours, man. When you texted me that this morning and you showed the pictures, I was like, oh no, somebody's in trouble.
Yeah. Just this. I said, dude, I said, there's so many packs out there. There's so many packs. There was like Rebel Clash. There was
anything but the expensive stuff.
I said, why did you choose that one? He was just like, cause we keep opening the other ones, and I'm getting bored of those.
Oh goodness.
So.
Well, before we get into the buying and selling phase of the beginning of the show, I wrote down some names. I'm going to be really, I'm very sorry if I missed anybody, and if anybody snags me for missing them, I will I'll add them later on. I will add them later on. But we just wanted to give some shout outs to all the moms, and I wanted to give a happy Mother's Day to Christy, who's upstairs hanging out with the kiddos right now. We've got your wife Portia, putting up with the stuff she's got to put up with at your house. We've got the I think I was given the okay to use the term trainer spouse for the trainer Wolf and the junior trainer. And then not only is it Happy Mother's Day to her, but it's also Military Spouse Appreciation Week, and give her a shout out for that one as well. We've got Amanda from TCG Funhouse. She needs like more than mad props for all the stuff that she puts up with those three. We've got a good friend of ours, been a longtime supporter, but the formerly the Rainbow Pokemon, but after my kid screwed up her name in a video, she has taken their name as her own with the Rainbow Queen of Kanto, Mav the Mad Collector's wife, Small Opening SG's wife, all the stuff that the two of them have to deal with all those boys. Mo's wife, so Trainer Leo, I think he's in here. I think I saw him in here. And then, my mom, and I guess your mom as well, and everybody else. So if we miss somebody, I'm sorry. But happy Mother's Day. Y'all put up with a lot. And
he wants to see they wanted to see the pool.
That was it. The only pool.
Go. There you go. It's up on my eBay page now for sale. Trying to get some of that money back.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, my gosh. So, it actually, for me, it actually was probably, it was a slower sales week than it was, previous weeks, I guess. But I did sell a bunch of art sets of Fossil. I was trying to write all this stuff down and think of all it, and then Dempsey did that, and it totally throws you off. What the heck? So I'm thinking, okay, so there's a negative hit there from Dempsey, plus what I sold. It wasn't that great of a week. No. Yeah, we bought. Let's see. You and I went in on. Let me see if I can reach these without dropping them. So you and I went in on some of these. These are Fossil theme decks. I believe there's only two. So it's the Bodyguard and the what was the other one? Bodyguard, and why can't I think of it right now?
I don't know. We had it yesterday or 2 days ago.
Bodyguard and shoot. Anyway, so we got both of those. We got two of those boxes.
Didn't you buy another base set box this week?
I did. Here, I'll show it to you real quick. I'll show it to you. It's wrapped up. You know those those ho-ho cakes that are wrapped up. I have it wrapped up. Now it's even more I actually moved it up here, and it's even more so hidden because apparently I have a kid. I have a kid that's I can't trust nor anything. So,
could you imagine if he just busted open that box?
Oh my gosh, dude! We would have had to cancel today. You in there?
Yeah. Are you cracking that thing today?
Not this one. This one, like both of them are so minty. This is the one I just got in the mail. I'm doing a video on it. Trainer Wolf is making me a thumbnail, another sales and purchases.
All right.
Obviously, I had a good week too because if you saw my video, I got those PSA returns back, and I got the PSA 10 Zapdos, which is like, I don't know, that's like a $500-$600 card. So I have that. I know in my video I said I wasn't going to sell it, and then you know who I am, so I sold it. I mean, I haven't sold it yet, but it's up for sale, and I got offers on it.
You laugh at me all the time for being the one that can't like hold off from opening stuff. You're the one that can't hold off from just selling stuff.
No, I'm like the opposite. So I haven't sold that yet, but I have sold a couple of the other 10s. Let's see, what else? What else did I get?
Dark Rocket Dad says y'all got too much money to blow.
Well, hey man, like I sell everything I buy. I buy and I sell. Like, so it's like, speaking of business, which will be later in the show, we'll talk about like what we've kind of ventured into. But no, I mean, I open the boxes and I sell them for a profit if my kids don't grab packs and take a big chunk, take a huge chunk out of the bottom line of the box.
Oh, goodness.
So yeah, I'm actually making money when my kids aren't opening the packs. What else? I got
that ding was me just making another Mercari sale.
Oh God. Yeah. I know you kept on saying I sold this, and I wanted to be so happy for you, but I was just like, oh my God, I'm just like, I'm trying not to kill my kid here. Yeah, I won a few more raffles. A lot of this past week, we'll talk about it later in the show. A lot of this past week, like me actively putting up sales and stuff, like you and I ventured into something, and it took up a lot of this week.
Yeah.
I also put in I know we mentioned last week about PSAs, submissions and stuff. So yeah. I did get a PO box. We got that set up, and I put a couple orders of PSA, sent a couple orders of PSA, so that took up a lot of the week too. So. But there has been sales. I've sold some PSA cards. I've sold some packs. I sold some blisters just off eBay. But other than that, that's kind of where I was this week.
Yeah, Dark Rocket Dad. It takes money to make it. It takes money to make money. That's for sure. How many times did you tell me that this week?
How many times have I told you that? And then how many times is Chrissy's like, "Yep, takes money to make money." Yep, I'm like, but, absolutely right. That's my number one motto.
I was like, our savings isn't that much, and she's like, "Screw it." So. I'll get into my sales, and then we kind of keep beating around the bush, and so we're just gonna throw it out there here in a second. But
it's lockdown, real quick. Sudan, thank you.
Yeah,
I know Sudan would know because he's willing to give organs away for fossil stuff. So if anybody was gonna know it right off the top of their head, it would have been Sudan. Thanks, Sudan.
What's going on, Cosmic Collects? We got tons of people in here, so hello everyone. On my side. Let's see here. Oh, hold on. I knew I had it set up, and then I put it back, and then I'll just grab it, I guess. So the only purchase that I made this week outside of all the money that I spent with you is I got these in the mail, 4 of the Legendary Collection.
Yep.
Reverses. I saw these things, and I'm like absolutely addicted to picking them up, but the chances...
They all sell really well too.
Chances of me getting that, and then somebody else sent me something.
You know, when you get that package, that's automatically a Golden War Turtle package.
It is, and we got to open this thing up as we're talking about stuff that has showed up to the house.
Oh, I also traveled around the city. Was it Friday? And I picked up like 4 more Hidden Fates Ultra Ball, 2 Ultra Balls and 2 Great Balls. So I picked those up because I'm in trying to find shiny Charizard, so those all get open.
So I already know what's in here, so I'm not being really secretive about it because somebody told me what it was already. But yeah, somebody got their PSA submissions back this week and decided to send this beautiful boy our way. It is so pretty.
And that's a fresh perfect sleeve on it too.
It is fresh. So fresh and so clean. But then on the sales side, I mean, it's been pretty steady every week with just modern single sales. We've got what is it? We tried getting my eBay store like working the right way, and we're still having issues because eBay is a pain in the butt.
Yeah, especially when you first start.
And then so that was a pain in the butt, and we've got all sorts of stuff going on with just selling bulk lots and whatnot on Mercari, trying to find the validity in that whole thing, and if it's viable and such. But I think the most of what we ventured into this week was a joint thing between the fossil boxes and whatnot. And I tried. Oh crap! I forgot. I made that big purchase yesterday. I bought about $400 worth of Detective Pikachu stuff. So we ended up getting 154 packs and like tons and tons of the different like collection boxes and stuff like that. So we've got that. Picked that up yesterday. A couple Rebel Clash ETBs, some Lost Thunder ETBs and stuff. But I think we said that we had a big announcement to make today, and we're pretty proud of it. It was where I think most of our time this week was wrapped up into it because we were kind of setting up the logistics and making sure things were the right way. But the HydroPump LLC has officially been recognized by the IRS as an official business. And so that's our big thing this week is us starting a joint venture together. We've kind of beat around the bush a little bit with wanting to do it, but it's now official. So we'll be working with trying to get some distributor access and making our buying and selling a little bit more legit than it was before. And as a joint venture to hopefully branch out and make it a little bit bigger.
Yep, and so that's really what took up a lot this week.
A lot of time.
We actually got the LLC a lot faster than we thought. So once we start up that, then we're hoping to get the distributor stuff rocking and rolling by I don't know. I think we were hoping by like when the holiday set comes out and stuff like that. I think that's what we're shooting for. We're also hoping to kind of get the point of sale stuff on a website. So it's in the infancy stages, but we're rocking and rolling now. So yeah, I mean that's something that we've been talking about, and we're finally there.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, and the turnaround was really quick. We thought we were gonna have to like sit on this for a couple weeks because we put in all the paperwork this week, and we were like, oh man, like we got to kind of keep this together for a little bit, and then it came back within like 3 or 4 days, and so that was really cool. Yeah. CJV says he needs a Hydro Pump shirt with my picture on it with the old man Ash haircut. I could probably come up with something for you. But yeah, I mean that was the biggest. I think that was the biggest event for us this week. We kind of publicly put the Discord out there last Sunday when we did episode 5. And it's been rocking and rolling. We
got the tournament starting today.
The tournament started this morning. We had 20 people sign up for the PTCGO tournament. We've had a couple of the matches end already. But the feedback that I've gotten so far is people are having fun with it, learning a lot, and it's pretty cool. So we had 20 people sign up. It was a standard tournament, and we had 3 people already say that their matches were done. We're running it Swiss style. There's tons of Tim's like, Kathy makes shirts. I was like, I know exactly where we're going now. I was like, dude, it's over with. Tim, we're gonna have to talk because it's been running through my mind. I wanted to kind of get things rolling before we did it, but now that everybody's saying it, we're just gonna do it. But the tournament's so far so good. I didn't think we were going to have 20 people. We had a lot of last minuters yesterday, and I forgot a couple on the initial bracketing this morning. And I was like, oh man, like I just had so many last minute that I thought I had them all written down when I put everything together. But tons of prize support. You put up a vintage pack for first place, or if
Dempsey opened
them already, or for the. And then for the people, and then I put up a slab for second, and then we're going to offer up a graded card for third place, that you can send your own in. Or if you're not a collector of the physical paper cards, we're going to be doing like value in online code cards. So it'll be good. I'm not playing because I had everybody's decks submitted to me to make sure that everything was cool. But it'll be fun, and I'm actually constantly getting hit up on Discord and whatnot about how people are doing and how people are having fun and what they're learning and stuff like that. It's cool. So I'm having fun with it. They're having fun with it, and for being something that we put together within like a week, I was surprised that we had the traction that it did. So thank you to everybody that signed up, and hope everybody's having fun. And as the stages go on, we will. I think that it'll probably end not next week, but for episode 8 when we get there, will probably be when we announce the winner and whatnot. So if I'm playing my time out right.
That's what's cool with the Discord. It marries like the online stuff and like the collector side and like the I don't know, like physical side or whatever you want to call it, but like it marries everything together. I think that's what makes it work, is because you got a bunch of people that are in there for different reasons, but then everybody's learning something else. So it's kind of cool. It's really cool that, I mean, I'm in a couple other Discords, but nothing kind of marries those two together, kind of like what we're doing. So
yeah,
I think that's what's really cool about it.
LSG came in yesterday and he dropped. He was like, "Oh, this is like the Discord that needed to happen," and so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's fun. Like, we're having fun with it. We named the Trainer Wolf and who did you have in Poke right?
Yeah.
As the first 2 moderators, and we've got a couple other names in mind as things grow. And thanks to both of them for helping us out and whatnot. So it's pretty cool that people are jumping on board and having fun with it, and just coming and chilling out with us, and just taking in our tomfoolery and everything else.
Right. But let's see, what else? I'm trying to think what else happened this week. In my mind, I had some things on, and then like
you got just thrown for an absolute dumpster fire this morning, man.
I literally got sniped up like an alley. Like they just like took me to the woodshed. I have a hard time remembering stuff anyway, but when like something like that happens, you're like, I can't think of anything else right now. Oh, I did.
Yeah, Dave's. You got Dave's mail.
Dave, I did get the mail. Hey, Dave, you want me to open it? On the podcast? Let me know. I'll open it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Here. Let's see.
Let's see here. Yeah, Discord was made for gamers, but we've kind of like developed it into something else. And the thing that I like about our Discord is that we really cater to everybody. We've got some pretty hardcore paper players in there. We've got a lot of people that have joined us through us streaming PTCGO and all that kind of stuff. So it's really fun. We've got the whole buying and selling aspect like a lot of other ones do, and trades, and we've got the wish list and whatnot, and we just have fun with it. But we're trying to make it as inclusive. I think I've reached out to a couple people through direct message, asking things that they want to see or things that we can do better, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's pretty good so far." And as people have ideas of things or channels and ways to help run it, just let us know, and we'll discuss it and find the best way to do it. Don't forget to smash that like button. So last week, before you get into Dave's mail, because Dave's mail is going to generate a whole lot of stuff. We hit 21 concurrent viewers last week, which was the highest that we've ever had, and we've hit 20 so far today. So let's see if we can top that. So like, if there's people that that aren't in here that would appreciate it, you know what to do. But let's see Dave's mail, because we like to open mail, and being that you're not busting open your box today.
I think I may have won a giveaway though. I can't remember.
Is there a midget wrestling section? Not yet, but I don't know.
Hey, it's a living, breathing thing. Like,
Yeah.
so, like, if you got suggestions, let us know. All right,
Goodness.
So look at this. This is like a pack within a pack. All right, custom pack on cam. Then the rest are just bonuses, including some Indonesian cards.
What?
All right. Yeah, and then he says, so he said the Golden War Turtle and Bryce, who he will call the Silver Squirtle. All right. So Bryce is now the Silver Squirtle. Actually, you know what? Bryce is going to see a lot more, even though he's on probation. Like the fact that oh, hold on.
That he was a good boy.
The fact that like Dempsey is like not around oh my god, I can't even talk. Not allowed around Pokemon cards anymore. Modern or vintage. All right, let me see. So Incineroar.
So I thought we were opening the base set today because that's what you had said, but I think you audibled last minute because I think that box sold, correct?
It has not sold.
Okay.
It has not sold.
Because Eli is like, what? You guys aren't opening it today?
Oh, we may. All right, so this is a custom pack. You guys see? It's a custom pack.
Oh, that's so cool.
From Dave of the Third Eye Art Variety. So let's see.
Dempsey is the brown.
Dempsey
is the brown tadpole.
Yes.
Oh man.
You see that Golden War Turtles beard washing tips channel? All right, I'm trying to open this so that I don't like ruin it because
didn't
like,
he did the art on the pack, yeah.
Actually on the pack.
Didn't we do your beard washing tips last week with Christy because she was giving you crap?
Yeah, she was giving me crap because I used Pantene Pro V in the beard. Oh god. I'm turning like CJV with this pack. It's like masking tape, and I can't open it. Oh. I don't want to ruin it if there's art cards in here.
I absolutely loved it when he did his first video, and he didn't even attempt to open it with his fingers. He's like, "Screw this! I'm going straight to the scissors first pack."
Oh my god! Oh my god! With the. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, we got it. Oh man, we got some cool stuff in here. Oh my god, I can't get it out. That's what she said.
Yes. Somebody threw one out there last week and was mad that we missed it. But while you're trying to get into that, we were going through our stuff, and we're pretty well organized here. It may not look like it in the background at the moment, but you hadn't seen this, and I don't think a whole lot of other people had seen it yet. But, I mean, you want to talk about Dave's art. Like, this is amazing. Like, we haven't had a chance to get this framed yet, and it came when it was really hot outside, so it got a little bit messed up over here because it stuck to itself. But we've had it laid out, and it came out really good.
You know what's so crazy?
This is some Dave Third Eye art. All
right, so there's his. I'm trying to see like where I'm at here. So there's his signature card, and then speaking of Muse, check these guys out. Can you see that?
You need to go to your right. Your other right.
That's my left.
There you go. Right there. See? Right there.
That is wicked. It's like a space Mewtwo. Bryce is going to crap when he sees these. Probably going to get mad that I open them without him, but oh
well. To your right. There you go. Perfect.
Is that the go zone right there? There you go.
That's the go zone. Dude, they're all like Mewtwo in space. That's awesome.
Yeah, and Bryce is gonna love him because he's a Mewtwo guy.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and then the last one is Rayquaza. Look at this one.
Oh.
I'm always amazed. Like Bryce has a spot in his binder, like his binder, that he keeps all his cards in. Like and like there's like a whole page of like Dave's stuff. And those are all his favorite cards. And the first thing that happened, like too, like once Dempsey opened up the packs. Bryce went through all his cards, was like, what is missing? Like, where's all my stuff? Like,
what the little guy take?
But yes. But Dave, thanks so much, dude. You completely outdid yourself again. Every time I open up every time I open up some of his stuff, it just reminds me how artistically challenged I am in every sense of the word.
Yeah, we talked about this the other day when we were both looking at stuff that he had sent us when we were just Skyping with each other. I was like, man, like I can barely draw a stick figure.
Yeah, I mean, like I can barely write my name.
Yeah, you definitely can't. You can't write a number on a package.
Yeah, no one can even read my handwriting, let alone like if I tried to like paint something.
Can you guys hear the soundtrack in the background?
Who is it?
Bailey's upstairs mashing on the piano.
Nice. But so with Dempsey's thing, did that make you think of putting a lock on your door?
But I can't. That's the problem. Like there's no lock on the door to this room. It's glass doors that fan out. Like there's nothing I can do about it.
I mean, to be honest, I mean, like Bailey's kind of like just a female Dempsey.
Oh yeah, so, like if we put the two of them together and gave them each half a Red Bull, we'd be screwed.
Yes. I'm screwed without the Red Bull.
Yeah, so am I. Oh my goodness.
We also, if you guys haven't gone over to my channel, you may want to pop over there real quick and put hashtag
Christy is the bestest.
Is the bestest because we got 2 cards to give away today.
I've got it all fired up, ready to go.
Yeah, and then that was I got the Skarmory on Young Cloud's video.
Yeah, Brady from TCG Funhouse called Dave the Van Gogh of Pokemon.
He is. Like everybody's like, I want a custom pack. When I won that, I'm just like, Bryce, we want another custom pack from Dave. He's like, dude, it's going in my binder. It's going in my binder. Like, and now you're gonna be mad that I opened it. Oh well.
You get to open something cool today.
Bryce gonna have trust issues. Like Dempsey's open stuff behind his back. I'm opening stuff behind his back. Bryce is gonna have trust issues for the next couple of days.
Like, but you also said that he has gone in and just opened regular packs as well.
Who?
Didn't you say that Bryce had opened some stuff, or was that just Dempsey opening random stuff before?
Dempsey. Like, he can't be trusted. Like, he can't be, like, I just, like, I'm like, how am I going to lock? How do I secure my business? Like, screw identity protection. Like, I need someone to secure my Pokemon stuff.
Yeah.
But what else? So I know I still haven't been able to open up Rebel Clash yet. Like that was what I was supposed to open up some of that, and then those.
But you have some
gym challenge. I know. So have you seen anything price like for like a market recap? I guess for vintage stuff, I've had a hard time. I just been going online, just typing in like PSA 10, just looking at like WotC stuff. And I'm having a hard time finding cards up for sale.
Yeah.
It is crazy. Like, so spoiler alert, I bought a WotC Gyarados. It'll be on my sale. I don't want to tell you which one, but I collect the WotC Gyarados. So,
right.
I got one and I was thinking, oh, well, I got this. Let me go online and just see what else is on there. And there is like, you used to be able to find tons of stuff. And now it's like, I have to go on Instagram and put up a wish list almost. It's kind of crazy how, like even pack wise, it's like you just type in gym challenge. I was typing gym challenge because Dempsey opened the gym challenge. And I'm like, well, I would like to open up 4.
Yeah.
And I looked it up and I'm just like, man, there's really nothing on there. And then I looked up and I'm like, gym challenge, they had a box for $12,000 and $15,000. That's just crazy. Yeah, I know. It's nuts.
Let's see here. So, I think the problem with Rebel Clash right now, as with most modern stuff, is that the highly collectible pieces are selling, right? The thing now that PSA is back open and grading, like your rainbows, your golds, that kind of stuff is selling fairly well. But because card shops aren't really open yet, there are no more points generated for Pokemon this year. that like we just don't know where deck building's going at the moment, right? Because here in North Carolina, the card shops were able to open for the first time yesterday, and that's why we went up and picked up all that Detective Pikachu stuff. But
your card shops are open?
Ours open. They were allowed to open starting yesterday. So I don't know what the hours are allowed to be, but I know that they're allowed to be open. And there were some guys in there playing Magic and whatnot. But Pokemon, like if you go to the website, they've canceled all like point generation and stuff for the rest of the year. So there'll be points carry over to the next season, but everything is up for this year. So once card shops start opening, and at least in-house tournaments are opened for whatever prize support your card shop wants to have, like we'll probably see a change. But until then, like it's a little weird. There is a price point on certain cards. You're seeing things like where'd it go? Because I just wanted to show it. Like Eldegoss's are selling fairly well. You're seeing Boltons sell, fairly well, but nothing has hit like that top price point like we saw with Zacians and stuff, because people didn't need them like nobody needs anything right away. And I think a lot of people are holding out. So I've sold a couple of Boltons, and that's really it. And some stuff that people are just looking to create their, finish their master sets early with for Rebel Clash, but that's it. And then like going around eBay, Mercari, Discords, Facebook, stuff like that. Like the things, like most of the stuff's selling fairly cheap. You go to TCG Player and you look at the market values for most Rebel Clash. Like there isn't anything that's just out of control. I think the Boss's Orders cards are gonna forever until they leave rotation are gonna be between anywhere from $5 to $15, depending on how needed they are. But I don't see any. Maybe the Eldegoss's will stay up high. That might be the new Jirachi of something that stays up and up for a long time, just because it gives you. It's what is it? 2 colorless for the attack, and you can bring it back into your hand if you want to after you attack. And then once you play it onto your bench, you're allowed to snag a supporter out of your discard pile. So that's, practically do whatever as many Boss's Orders as you need after you've played one. And so like I can see that being one of those staple type cards, 1 of, 2 of in a deck. So you might see Zacian climb a little bit because a lot of decks are playing 1 ofs just for the draw power off the bench if you can't attack. So it's kind of like fluttered between 10 and 15. It may go back up to 15 once play starts, but I don't see it hitting that $25, $30 that it was for just the regular art of the card. But it's tough. It's a tough price point right now. People don't want to pay max price for a lot of things because of the playability, and they're not wanting to dump a whole lot. Really, from what I've seen, most of the buy and sell hasn't been for playability. It's just been for collection pieces, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and who knows? Like with PSA, like who knows how long? They say on their website a certain time, but I guess until we, because we basically submitted 100 cards right when it opened, right? So we'll be able to tell like exactly what the turnaround is. Because as soon as we get those back, then we'll be able to say, hey, here's what the actual turnaround is. But going off of that, I do plan on putting another order in next week. So I know some of you guys have sent me cards, so I will be picking those up and getting those ready to roll. Even if you send them ready to roll, I'm going to make sure they're all ready to roll. Adam and I are going to catalog all those and get them sent out. We can do, I think right now they have a thing where like you can get a decent price, and we only have to submit like 25, so we have to submit the full 100. So I'm not going to be holding on to cards until we have 100 cards. I have a bunch of cards too that I can fill to make sure. As soon as you guys give me your cards, I want to get them out so that you guys can get them as fast as possible. So as soon as I get them, I'll be sending them out, and hopefully we'll get those back sooner than later. But like I said, we submitted 100 card bulk order. I sent it out Friday, I think. So we'll see. We can tell based off of that how long the actual turnaround time is. I think it said like 70 days, maybe 80 days. So I mean that's 2.5 months. And a lot of people are speculating that maybe longer, but you just don't know until you start getting those cards back. But again, if you want to submit, make sure you get them to me. I'm not going to be holding on. Like I said, I'll get them all ready to go. We'll catalog them with Adam, and then we'll get those sent out. I know a bunch of you guys have sent some pretty cool stuff. I can't wait to see what you guys open them on your channel and see what you guys get.
It'll be cool.
What's that?
That'll be cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool. I know Adam sent in two shiny Zards and a bunch of hidden fates and some. So there's a bunch of variety that he sent. So it's gonna be pretty cool to see how these cards come back.
And then I got another order. I got another 100 coming in. Coming your way here shortly, so just to try and keep a stock. So if people are looking for PSA cards and whatnot, we got them.
Yeah, and I'm trying to. I got a bunch too, but like I was telling them, I'm keeping a bunch on hand just so that I can send them in, because we only need 25 to be able to send in, and like I don't want to have to wait on people's cards. I want to get them in as soon as possible. So if I get to have 20 cards, I don't want to wait around until someone else submits. I'll put 5 of my own in, and just that way we can ship them out and get them back as soon as possible for everybody.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Gyarados Freak, I actually I just picked up a PSA 10 WotC Gyarados, so you'll have to stay tuned to see what.
Did the trade go through?
Not the one you think of.
Oh, okay.
But another one.
Okay. So what do you like? First edition.
The big one that I'm looking for, I'm still working on, but another one did go through.
Gotcha. He should grade his though.
Who?
Gyarados should grade the one that he got.
Absolutely, he should. Absolutely, it's a first edition. Absolutely, it doesn't matter what he really thinks it is. Absolutely, you should grade it. I know we said it before, but like when you get those first edition cards, especially holos, you always grade those because people are looking for those cards in every single grade. I mean, like you may not think like a 1 is worth anything, but when someone's trying to collect a PSA 1 through 10 of a certain card, it is definitely valuable for somebody. And there's always somebody out there looking for something like that.
He won't get rid of his though.
I know Gyarados won't sell it or trade it or whatever.
But at least it's enshrined forever.
But he needs to get that enshrined forever.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Definitely you can grade it through us. Send it to me. Hit me up. Are you on the Gyarados? Are you on our Discord?
He's not.
If you're not on our Discord, go join and then or just DM me your address and stuff on Instagram, and I'll give you the Discord link, and then I'll give you the PO box, and you can just send it to me, and then I'll get it graded for you for sure. So yeah, a card like that, you definitely need to get it. You definitely need to get it graded, regardless of the grade it's going to get, just for the protection wise, and yeah.
Absolutely, you can absolutely send it to Adam, and we'll take care of it. So that was part of the. We talked about it in the beginning. Part of the HydroPump LLC, the business that we've started together, grading services is part of it. So we have a joint account for grading, and that's one of the services that we're offering. And there'll probably end up being more to come. And just stay tuned. Like, you just get to the Discord. If you don't have Discord, or you're one of those people that's holding out to not do it, just hit us up on Instagram, and we'll get you the information as well. But Sudon asked for what's the best way to package them. You can do one of two things. One is you can package them yourself, and so the standard way to do it is just taking your everyday penny sleeve, popping your card in there, and then PSA wants them sent in card saver ones. And then I don't think you have to put you don't have to put the tab in there, but some people will put like a pull tab on the back of their sleeve so it's easier to get out. But just pop them into the card saver one, slide them on down in there like so, and then that's it. Adam and I have invested in a bunch of card saver ones and penny sleeves. So if you don't have the stuff to do it, just get them. Just get the cards to us as fresh packed as you can, and we'll take care of the packaging of it. But
I know Yizzy just asked, what's the price? So the price is $13 a card, and then every 11th card you send is free. And then I know that we're thinking of ideas on the Discord as far as like offering a graded card for free by just different things. I know we're still in the process of like trying to think about like what those things are, but like one of the things that we will give away is actually like getting a card graded and stuff. Like right now I'm giving away packs and different things for different reasons. So if you're on the Discord, you're sub to Adam and I, there will be times where we'll give away, a graded card or give away a graded service. So, yeah.
And with the 10, like you do 10 and you get one, part of the reason that I'm cataloging everything is so we can keep track of everybody's stuff. So if you can only send in like 2 or 3 at a time, like you can work up to 11. It's not like you have to do 10 at once. So we went back and forth on if we wanted to do it, you had to do it in one shot, but that's just unfair to everybody. So if you're going to use us and trust us, like we're going to keep track of everything. I'm going to keep track of what everybody's cards come back graded as. Adam and I are going to do Skypes where he's going to show up all the cards and who they are. So we have video evidence of whose cards are what to keep track of everything. And then if something was to go wrong at PSA, like, hey, like we've got video evidence that this is the card that we sent in. It's got the insertion number and everything. Like, why did you guys bend the card? Because we've definitely seen that happen in the past. So we're going to do everything we can to take care of your cards, your investments, and thank you for trusting us. So it's tough. Not everybody can fork out the money for the subscriptions and, mass, putting in tons of their bulk cards and whatnot. So, we're here to help you. And we know that there's tons of places that you can go to do it. And we thank you for choosing us.
You guys are awesome.
Christy's here.
Wait, but you're the bestest. So
you're the bestest.
Well,
but to answer your question, Gyarados, so like if you said I'll submit the Gyarados where I think it's valued at based on the condition I see it in. But sometimes if I submit something that actually gets a better grade, there'll be an upcharge based on, hey, you thought it was worth 500, but it actually kind of moved into the next range. And those types of things you don't really know until you get it graded. So if that's something where there's like a $5 upcharge, we'll just let you guys know. But I do my best up front to put it where I think it'll be valued at. But the good news is if we contact you, we're like, hey, it's a $5 upcharge. That's a good thing because your card's graded higher than you thought it was going to be graded. So, along with upcharges, it's usually a good thing because your cards are about to be worth a lot more than what you thought. Yeah, but with those vintage ones, you just never know because you don't know what the grader that's grading your card is thinking. Mm-hmm. But I do my best when I look at it to put the right value on it. I do a lot. I can do research and stuff like that. But if it ends up being more than what I thought, that's a good thing.
Yeah. We actually hit a record right now for the HydroPump. We've got 22 concurrent viewers. It's the highest we've ever had for a single one. So thank you, everybody. I just had to throw it out there. Yeah. But we've got all sorts of things in the store. Trying to create some kind of I think those of you that know Adam and I to this point, that we have the tendency of just sending stuff just for the sake of sending stuff to people, and just it may happen on a grander scale from time to time. We're trying to come up with some kind of a system as followership rewards and stuff like that. So just stay tuned. We've got all sorts of craziness. I mean, you guys know us, so anything can happen at any time.
I know Trainer Wolf is working on a way to kind of track some things so that we know who's more active and stuff like that. And like I said, that just we like to reward those types of people. Just like Trainer Wolf. I mean, like he's about to get the first ever in the history of ever to get an oddish mystery box. I mean, who does that? Who does that? I do. So, but no, just things like that. Like, I mean, there's a lot of things that like I couldn't do on my own that because of this awesome community, like.
I'm looking forward to his reaction.
What, the oddish box?
Oh, Zach caught one today?
Ashley.
Oh, nice. Our friends just caught a blue marlin today. It's not tournament weekend though, is it? No. Yeah. Well, we got 25 viewers now. Look at that. That's
Oh my God, that's so cool.
It's a busting record. Wait, someone would actually want an oddish mystery box. Yes. The junior trainer.
The junior trainer.
Maybe
I was talking to Adam. I was talking to Adam too earlier this week. I was just like, dude, I think it's so awesome. The people that like the most, you know what I mean? Like like a Pokemon that's not really that popular. Like,
yeah.
Like when someone likes that, like I think it's so cool. So yeah, if you haven't subbed the Trainer Wolf, something special is going to happen. I don't know if it probably didn't happen today, but it's going to happen next video, next Sunday, because he posts on Sundays. And then I know, what else do we do? Oh, I think you and I both purchased a box from Young Cloud Films, so he'll be opening up that.
So Adam number 2 needs a hunting vest for the oddish. He's throwing hate for your vest. That's awesome.
Who's that?
Tim Weaver.
Come on, man. I expect that out of Zen.
Oh man.
I expect that out of Zen, but I mean, come on.
That was awesome. No, so Young Cloud Films, I don't think he's here right now. He is offering up booster boxes, I think at $85, and he'll open them for you on his channel. So they're going through a rough patch right now, and he's trying to, help himself, help him and the channel grow and with content and whatnot. So if y'all are interested in booster box of Rebel Clash, hit him up. If you don't know how to get a hold of him, hit either one of us up on Instagram or Discord, and we'll get you in touch with him. But he'll open it for 3. What did he say? 3, 4, or 6 videos, however you wanted it, so you can see all your polls. Helps him out with some content and whatnot, and whatnot. So like $85 is pretty good. It's hard for me to beat that price most of the time, and I've gotten pretty resourceful at tracking down product. But it is here. I'm gonna type it in.
Yeah. So make sure you watch, because all the pulls that are coming from my box are getting shipped to Adam, and he'll be selling all the singles. So those of you that are trying to complete sets and stuff, I know Adam's, at least in the Discord, we've had a lot of people coming to you to complete sets, and so anything that's pulled, I'll be sending to you, and Adam will be able to use those cards to help you guys complete sets, because I'm not completing Rebel Clash.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier, and K-Dub, I will. But we were talking about it earlier with Rebel Clash, and I think a lot of people are actually holding out on this one. I think the art is really nice, but at the same time, the Zard didn't happen, and a lot of people.
I think it's a mixture. It's a Zard, and like kind of like what's happening like right now in the world is kind of like a perfect storm for that set. You know what I mean?
But if we get confirmation that the Zard's going to happen in the next one, especially the VMAX Rainbow, it's over. Like, there's going to be a huge investment thrown at trying to snag as many of those, especially because it's the first Sword and Shield iteration of it. So,
and then also, if you guys are looking for trying to complete that Hidden Fates, I'm getting a ton of doubles because I'm opening up, and I will not stop opening up.
Nobody needs the birds.
I find it until I beat Polish Rob, and I find the shiny Zard. So I have over 200 packs like that I open up from a bunch of collections, and I'm just gonna keep opening. I think I'm gonna switch to like 15 packs a video instead of 10, just to hopefully find it faster.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Trainer Wolf is gonna have to keep making me thumbnails, and I don't want to drag the series on too long, and I want to be Polish Rob.
Yes.
And then that's another thing I purchased. I've actually purchased two factory sealed cases of the ball collections, and I got those off of eBay. So they go with my Hidden Fate 10s. They're actually like in the box. So yeah, I got that. But
I think you guys need to take it to a live.
Who?
You and Rob.
You and Rob. We probably do, but I am hoping to get it this week. Is what I'm hoping.
Tyler asked where we get our cards from. What do you mean by our singles, or where do we buy our sealed product from? And you can while I'm waiting for him to type it in, finish what you were saying.
I don't know what I was saying.
Yo, that White Claw is looking mighty scrumptious.
Yeah, I mean, I've had to put down the White Claws today because Portia gets it. Well, look here. I was trying to explain to Portia. She's like, I'm like, Portia, it's like $600 worth of stuff you open. She's like, Pokemon stuff. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, all right, I'll put it this way. You remember that big clothes order you put in last week? That's not happening because he just opened up all those vintage packs. That's what I'm not telling her that she can't open that. I was like trying to say like, that's what it means.
Yeah, it's like I think I said something to Christy at one point. Like, if the kids went into the makeup and just destroyed it all,
just destroyed all of it, and just started putting in the tub
everywhere.
Yeah.
That's what it would be like. The Zard is powerful. So Tyler, what were you talking about? Like, where do we get our cards from? That's what I'm asking. Do you want to know where we buy our sealed product from, where we buy our singles from? Because both of us don't really buy singles too much.
Look, here's my thing. I can answer that question really well. All right. So the reason I put Paul as a moderator in the Discord is because obviously he's like you. He's in the armed forces, right? He's in I think he's the reserves, right? I think so, I can use him as some muscle, right? Like, he's little Tony. He can knock some knees for me. So, like, if I told you where I got my vintage stuff, I'd have to knock knees. Like, I can't tell you my guy. Because I found them. Like, and here's another thing, too. Like, when you find somebody, like, if you find, at least on the vintage side, and I don't know how many people out there are, like, buying vintage, but, like, when you find somebody and you find something good, even if it's like you're going through eBay and it's like, man, that's a really good condition card, or like, always ask them what else do they have, right? Because it's not just you're not just shopping for like what you're buying. It's like, what else do you have? Like those fossil boxes that I just bought, those cases. That was because I bought from him. I formed a relation. I said, "What else do you have?" He's like, "Oh, I have these," and I'm like, "Oh, I'll buy them for this."
Done.
And I bought them, right? So like with my guy, with the guy I buy all my fossil boxes from, like I got the first box from him, and it's case fresh. I mean, like it is just like when I open up the fossil box, even the fossil box, like it just feels like it's just weird.
Yeah.
Like it's just brand new. It's coming straight out of the case. Like I told you, the guy, when he got me my last one I just bought that I just got this week. Remember, I was actually on the phone with you, and I'm like, hold on, my mail guy just came, and I came back, and what did I have, like 5 boxes, and I was just opening with you, and it was just like, it was the base set box,
it's like ready to throw boxes.
Up. It was like a bunch. It was like 3 of the packs Dempsey opened was in it. So like I just had all this mail, and it's I never would have, like, if I never would have like sent him an email thanking him and saying, "Hey, what else do you have? This box was in really nice condition." I wouldn't have got all the stuff that I have from him, right?
Yeah.
And we formed a relationship, and he gives me good deals on stuff like that you're not gonna be able to find anywhere else. So it's always as much as like Doc Rocket Dad said, Business 101 is like you gotta spend money to make money. It's also about relationships, and like I always talk to you about like forming relationships and like street. Like I hate to be like, I don't want to sound like 50 Cent, but you need some like street cred. Like you know what I mean? Like you need to build that relationship with people, and that's why I can sell a bunch of packs fastest, because people know it's coming straight from a box, and I have a trusted source. Like, I've helped Epic. I know Epic Tube was really wanting a base set box, and I helped him get that base set box from my guy, because I just know my guy was an old school distributor out in the West Coast, and all his stuff is super fresh, and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. So that's my guy. But I'd have to knock some knees if I told you.
Yeah,
my
you
guy.
would.
I can't. It's like the baked beans commercial. You know what I mean? Like, you can't even tell the dog.
So, answering a couple questions. Do we talk to each other 24/7? Ask Christy and Portia, and maybe they'll give you the answer to that. But for the most part, like, throughout the day, we'll probably send each other something stupid about once an hour. And then, are you busting the decks? Yes, the decks will be sold. I think you sold all of yours. I have all 8 of mine still available. Or you have 4 left, right? You have 2 and 2, something like that.
Yep.
They're all for the same price, so it doesn't matter who you go to. It's all getting funneled back into the same spot anyway. Oh, that's a good question too. Whose bond is stronger, CJV and Gyarados, or us, or the Atoms? I don't know.
That's a good one.
I think the CJV and Gyarados one is. That one's pretty legit.
I think CJV is supposed to like marry his sister or something. So that may be a little bit
something
deeper.
like that. I think there's some some.
Although we do have a business together, so I don't know.
We do.
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question.
But getting to mine. It's all, again, I can't say it enough, and I think the two of us keep going back and forth. The reason why we decided to kind of venture together to make this happen is building relationships with people. I gotta stop because he's like, yeah, I was just talking to you. We were actually on Skype we were Skyping with each other when the mailman showed up and all this stuff happened. Like, it was just like it wasn't like, oh, hey man, like we were just talking, and we kind of plan out a couple times a week to chit chat over Skype. It ends up like we're just like, yeah, let's just talk for a minute. It ends up becoming like 2 hours out of nowhere. But we talk about what we want to do this week and talk about the podcast and the business and stuff like that. Anybody that wants one of those decks, hit me or Adam up on Instagram, and we'll go from there. But in terms of building relationships, I've made some pretty good relationships with some online sellers that give me some pretty stellar pricing on booster boxes, and then the local card shop that opened up not too long ago had reached out to us about helping them brand Pokemon, and we've built up a really great relationship with them as well. And so that's how I get all of, or I would say a majority of my stuff is through them. And so Adam takes care of a lot of the vintage stuff, actually all of the vintage stuff. And then, I kind of just keep in my lane with the modern, and as him and I work things out for vintage, that's how we end up getting it. But that's where it's at. That's to answer Tyler's question, that's where we get it from. It literally is like we buy it from the same places that a lot of you may buy it from, but we've built up relationships with the people selling it over time, and have things worked out and whatnot. So that's where we get our stuff from, and hopefully. Hopefully, if all goes correct and works out the way that we want to, we'll be offering it to everybody as well at the best possible price that we can, without killing ourselves. So, you never got back to me on my deck. Did Epic hit you up for a deck, or he didn't hit me up for one? Your other one, the jungle deck. Yeah. Those are all gone at the moment, though. We're trying to get more. Bond.
Epic, I have, like, first of all, the fossil one or the jungle ones, I'm working on getting more. And when I do get more, Adam wanted them. So if I do get more, I'll give them to Adam, and then you can get to Adam about the jungle ones. Secondly, the fossil ones, they did not make first edition decks. They are all unlimited decks. That's every deck. every WotC deck is always unlimited. There are some that are shadowless, but there are no first editions. But I do believe one of the decks does have a first edition. Is it a Machamp?
Yeah, the base set one.
Yeah, it has a first edition Machamp, and I think it's the only first edition card that's not shadowless for base set. So there's that.
Okay.
So technically, it has the stamp on it, but there's no like first edition shadowless cards the way that you think about it in decks. So there's no first edition.
So you'll
Second of all,
I just want to tap on that because we were talking about it the other day, trying to price these things out. And there's a lot of people on eBay that will say that they're first edition fossil theme decks, and they're not. They're all in the.
Oh yeah. I think you were looking them up. I think we were talking about like pricing and stuff.
Yeah.
And so we were like looking at recent sales, and Adam was reading off to me. He was like, "Oh, look, first edition theme deck." And I'm like, "There's no first edition theme deck." So, so yeah, there's a lot of people out there just post stuff to try to just like get you to look at it.
Yeah.
But just hit me up through Instagram or DM me through the Discord if you want one of those fossil boxes. I haven't busted it open because I'm doing a sales and purchase video this week, which I will show them. Like, I show off the stuff I get. I'll show them off, and then I'll crack them, and I will send them off to you guys. And I will send them off in boxes because apparently the ATL post office doesn't know how to treat mail correctly.
I knew it was coming. Yeah, that sucks. I feel really bad for him.
I sent out 16 jungle boxes, and Epic Tube was the only one whose post office seems like they just like stabbed it with a stick.
Mine came fresher than fresh.
I know, and it was the same way. But anyway, so I'll make sure I put them in a box and stuff. But I'll open those out. If you want them, let me know. Get a hold of me, and I'll send them out this week.
And then Tyler, eBay is a risky place to buy vintage stuff. You have to find those people that are really good with it. Why we do these segments that we do for buying and selling, but no, Adam is neither one of us are an ATL. Epic is an ATL, and it was his post office that we say that happened at. But it is risky. It's why I don't buy vintage on Mercari. It's why I don't buy vintage on eBay unless I know who it's coming from. And it's why we started the Discord, because Adam does carry a lot of it, and he has access to more. It makes me disgusted.
Pogo Dad said there too. He said mine were fresh as bread because he bought two of mine too.
But I mean, it's all about building that relationship. It's why we started the Discord. Y'all can build the relationship with us. Like, as we find stuff and you need things, I think I've surprised a couple people with pricing, with how low it was the last couple days with people in the Discord. So I think I had like two Spanish. I didn't even know what language they were. They were Spanish ones. They were Spanish.
I don't even remember how I got them. But I got them in the mail. And I put them up on the Discord. They were gone in like 30 seconds. Yeah. They were gone in 30 seconds.
At well less than you would have gotten at eBay. So, and I know that your eBay is vintage heaven, and people trust your eBay for it. So just a plug. I think
I sold them for like $50 shipped. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was a hell of a deal for those. But yeah, so if I don't have something and you're looking for something, put it in the wish list. I'll go through the wish list, and if I don't see it, and Adam sees it, or Trainer Wolf sees it, or Pokey Paul sees it, and he thinks that if they think that I have it or can get it, mm-hmm. I can find it for you. There's plenty of times where people have asked for stuff, and I've either traded some of my stuff to get it, or I've gone to someone I know and got packs for people. So, I mean, and to be honest, I've bought one pack of first edition Team Rocket on eBay, and that's the only thing I've ever bought from eBay.
Yeah, they did lose the $500 mystery box for a couple days.
Nope, I know, and then to tell you, like CJV, I sent him a pack of fossil, and it still hasn't been. It's been like 10 days, and he still hasn't got it.
That's
ridiculous. And he literally lives within like 600 miles of my.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Like Like they sent it like way out of the way. It's like when you buy a plane ticket and you're trying to get to Florida, and you live like in I don't know, you live like in Atlanta, and they send you up to like Wyoming and then back down to Texas and then to Florida. Like that's where like the mail's going.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping he gets that because it's supposed to be for his like 1,000 sub thing. So
yeah. Will the base set break? I don't know if it's actually going to happen. K-Dub is hunting while listening. Like, I wanted to go turkey hunting real bad this morning. But Will, I don't know if the base set box is going to happen. The break is going to happen. There was some things transpired this morning when I put this up, and I think Adam's trying to figure out if he's going to do it or not because he has a 6-year-old that likes to bust packs right now, and it's bad.
Yeah, so
that poor fossil pack is lost in the wind, and Sudan's ready to go nuts.
Could you imagine, Sudan? Like I could have given you that for free, and it'd be the same situation right now, except some 5-year-old busted it open and couldn't tell the difference between that and a hidden fates pack. But I will tell you, I was as mad as I was happy he sleeved the hollow. I couldn't believe he sleeved the hollow. I couldn't believe it. Like I looked through it, and there it was, like a first edition Honor in a. It was in a Sword and Shield sleeve.
Yeah. MD, are you still waiting for the Pay It Forward package? It's been a while.
Oh, who sent that?
Trainer Wolf.
Yeah, the mail's just crazy. Like I know, just be patient with it because I was sent some vintage stuff from like the UK, and so I bought a couple base set packs from the UK, and then 2 weeks later I bought some Gym Challenge from them, and I got the Gym Challenge, and it took another 3 weeks to get the base set, and the base set was sent out 2 weeks before, so it's crazy right now. But everybody's on edge because the packages are worth so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I probably won't open the base set today, just because I have an interested buyer. But like I just got to work out the logistics. If he doesn't buy it, then I'm break it for sure next week on the show. Because if I got to insure it. I mean, like if he buys it, I got to insure it for like $7,000. So I got to go through FedEx, and it's crazy. Yeah, I got to insure it for that much.
Yeah, like we're talking about shipping and everybody I mean, if the package that Ando got that had our tins in it also had 4 of those Detective Pikachu boxes from Walmart from Juice at Lootbox TV, and that whole package got ransacked by U.S. Customs before it got sent. So he did a whole thing on that Detective Pikachu box opening that, some of those things were opened, and it sucks. So shipping's really weird right now with all of this.
I'll tell you right now, Minuteman Ren, where you're from, the mail sucks. It may even suck worse than ATL. Because he's in the same neck of the woods as like my in-laws and CJV, and mail getting there is just awful.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm going to try and see if I can remember this. I'm going to take a stab at how this went. So it started with Dark Rocket Dad. It went to CJV. CJV sent it to Dave Third Eye Art Wood. Dave Third Eye Art Wood sent it to me. I sent it to you. You sent it to Pika Clark, right?
No. I sent it to Pokey Paul.
So you sent it to Pokey Paul. Pokey Paul sent it to LSG. LSG sent it to the Sagrifs. The Sagrifs sent it to Mav.
No, you missed Wade's Poke Brigade.
Oh, I forgot. LSG sent it to Wade's. Wade sent it to Mav. Mav sent it to the Sagrif. Sagrif sent it to something in there. I lost one somewhere. I know I was going to be close.
The fact that we can't remember it is what makes it so awesome.
That's how many people have had it. Yeah.
That's crazy. So it's been, and then went to Canada, and now it's going to New Zealand, or where's MD from?
Is it Belgium?
Oh, Belgium?
Yeah,
man,
I think
it's great.
I could be wrong.
Mav sent it to Trainer Wolf.
Mav sent it to Trainer Wolf, correct? Yeah, because they live like right down the street from each other.
And then Trainer Wolf sent it to MD.
Yeah. how many people? I think it's been to 10 people so far, somewhere in there, 9 or 10 people.
Hey, we messed that up like Gizzy's hair, man. That's how bad we messed up that.
Netherlands, there it is. It's somewhere in Zay's from Belgium. That's why I said that.
Netherlands.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah. So
it's going to keep going.
It is going to keep going. I think that's what's so cool about it. And CJV, I think someone wanted to send it to Leonhardt so that CJV could have his
name on the channel.
Say his name on his channel.
That's
Make him
awesome.
say CJV Pokemon on his channel. And then CJV would be forced. Then CJV would be forced to have a pack battle. Loser has to delete the channel. Dude, if that ever happens, that would be the most epic thing ever. A live pack battle between Leonhardt and CJV, and as soon as it's over, there's video proof that the person has deleted the channel.
It's too good.
Oh my god, that is too good.
Man, that's
oh my
great.
god.
I would just love to see his name pop up on that channel.
Oh no, that's what I was saying. Someone needs to send it there just so Leonhardt has to say CJV on his channel. Oh my god.
I would die. I'd probably pay myself.
Oh my god, that'd be so great. But than that, what else do we? I think that's it. I mean, like a majority of our week, like we said, was just coming together, forming the business, getting our ducks in a row. Just a lot of behind the scenes stuff is going to, take place in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, it started as 2 cards, and then it went to 3 cards, and then Dave did some weird thing, and he added cards, and then we added like 4 cards, and then it just and then somebody had to go and add a vintage pack, and then it progressively got crazier and crazier because I know LSG put the slab in there knowing that Wade Brigades was going to take it, and it was really cool. Like, watching what people did to it, the Sagriffs added like hockey card packs and Bill Nye packs and like weird stuff like that, and it really did, like, it went crazy. And the way that everybody perpetually made it, they kind of tailored each piece to the next person. So like what I put in, I knew, like, if I felt really bad for Dave because Dave's stuff has been in there forever, except for his signed energy card, which I took. But like, everybody has tailored it to the next person to see if they knew them well enough that that's what they were going to take, and it's been really fun.
Minuteman thought CJV and Leonhardt had some like bad blood, like it was like. I mean, it's an ongoing thing that CJ's had on his channel since like the very beginning. It is just, if you haven't watched CJV's old stuff, I mean that's kind of what got me into like wanting to do YouTube channel, to be honest with you, because I used to watch his stuff, and I mean like Portia would watch that in the beginning because like it was just so damn funny, and I was laughing like the fact he couldn't open packs, his humor, like it was just so funny, and like the kids loved it because he would cuss, and like they're not allowed to cuss, and he's like, but we can watch CJV cuss, so, and it's Pokemon, so it's just like it just was everything. It was just I mean it was just great. So and then like once he got that price, like I want to make something, so then I was just selling stuff, and then I started making videos, and everything's kind of history. But his stuff was legend.
It was good, and then he's starting to make a comeback. Using the scissors, not his hands anymore. But yes, it's been good. Like I think DRD still in here, but like it was one of the greatest ideas ever. Was to do that, and it came out of the blue. Like there's been some behind the scenes things on Twitter or Instagram that some of us have put together. There's a new one, Trainer Wolf. Don't worry, I didn't lose your idea. I'm coming up with it and generating the list of the people that needs to go out to. But there's a lot of like behind the scenes things. like we did the shout outs for Christmas last year. You guys did that that March Madness tournament thing. Like there's a lot of stuff that's behind the scenes that not everybody gets to know the inner workings of until like it actually hits YouTube. But that was one that just like it was like it was sent and it was like, hey, here's what's going on. I was like, oh my god, like I saw it on I remember seeing it on CJ's channel. And I was like, oh man, that's pretty cool. And then I knew who he was gonna pick. And then Dave said that he was sending it to me, and we had talked. And you were, and I remember you being like, man, I'm gonna blow this thing up if you give me an opportunity to. And I was like, all right, cool, like because you were brand new at the time, right? Like I think you were sitting at like 20, 30 subs. Nobody knew who you were, and I was like, dude, your mystery box is cool. Like you send stuff out to all sorts of people, and then it went from there. And we just like the bar keeps getting set. And I mean, Dark Rocket Dead, like. You know, props to you for putting that whole thing on, and it's just funny.
It's like one of my favorite things. Like I can't wait till it goes to the next person. Like I like if you go in my playlist, I saved it all. Like I've saved them all in order of like when they've got it. And Bryce has actually watched them before like going down the rung. So I think it's pretty cool. Like I think shipping's kind of slowing it down just because it's going international, but like it's really cool to see who it goes to next.
So if you guys haven't seen any of that stuff, like go to CJV's channel, find episode number 1, and just go down the list because in a time it started like right around the holidays if I can remember correctly, and it's made its way through, but in a time where like everybody needs positivity, like it absolutely hit at the right time, and nobody knew that it was going to hit. And I know that the Sagres are going through a rough patch right now, and it got to them at like a really, really low point. They went through a really rough winter. They had lost a bunch of stuff, and it got to them like unbeknownst to the person that sent it to them that it was going to get there, and that it just all worked out. And I think they were the ones that sent it to LSG, but Pokey Paul was the one that sent it up to them. But like they didn't know what was going on, and it just hit everybody at the absolute right time, and it's been cool. So we didn't even have this as a topic, and somebody brought it up, and this is why we like to do this live as opposed to just you and I doing this as a podcast, because it's just something that has turned into a really beautiful thing that we really do need. So
yeah, it really was a really cool idea. When I saw it, I was like, dude, I need it. I want someone to give it to me. Like this is right down my alley. I love giving stuff away. Like this is perfect. And like I'm glad that I was able to send you opened up the mystery box a couple weeks before to give me some street cred to have you send it to me. Because that's how we start. That's like kind of how we
started.
I literally commented in one of your videos and was like, dude, you want to do a mystery box? And I forget who did because CJV is who I sent the first mystery stuff to.
So this is how it went down, because I can remember it, and Christy laughs at me all the time because I just tend to remember the weirdest things. You sent it to CJV. That's how everybody found out about you. And then over the holidays, we helped loot box with the charity event, and you reached out to me and you're like, I already sent stuff to Lootbox, but I would like to send stuff because you're putting forth all this effort to help him out. So you sent me extra packs with your information on it, and I was like, dude, like I remember seeing you on CJV's channel, like I think we should work something out at one point for a mystery box. And I was just like, you know what, screw it, like I've got a little bit extra money, let's just do $100 box. And it started out like that. We got to talking, and then it turned into what it is, 5 months later, so 6 months later or so. And that's how this started, was you sending me those packs for the loot box thing, even though you had already sent him stuff. And I was like, oh, like, who is this dude? And we started, chit-chatting a little bit more. And, that's really how the Adam and Adam relationship started.
Yeah. Now we need to know how the CJV and Freak relationship started. We need the backstory behind that.
I can give you a really good guess, but that's for a different time and a different place. Oh man.
Oh my god,
that's too funny.
But yeah, all right. Since we got we're like tied at the most ever in here. I say we roll.
Roll a giveaway.
So hey, what's up? Let's see. Zay just got in here.
So we got 13 comments. For Christy is the bestest. And I'm gonna roll it. Here it comes. Epic Tube HD.
Did it come on the screen? Oh, there it goes.
Epic Tube.
Ooh, Epic Tube. I'm always sending that dude stuff. I forget that there's a delay. So you guys, they're just seeing it now.
Oops. There we go.
Congrats, Epic Tube.
26. That's the highest we've it's just going up by the second. Like, this is crazy. We got 26 people watching.
Look, there you go, Epic Tube. This kind of makes up for your dented box. Now I don't feel as bad. I'm sending you two like pristine cards you probably want to get graded. Let's just hope that
is he still in here?
He probably has it on
in the
probably has it on like not mute, but I know he listens to it a lot while he's editing videos. Because that dude edits videos more than
anybody else does.
But I'm telling you right now, if you didn't see his last video was so epic with his edits. I remember I texted you. I'm like, dude, his edits were on point. Like, just funny.
There we go. Now I was just talking about Zay not too long ago, and there he is. So,
talk about intros. Zay's intro. The one word I could describe Zay's intro is smooth. He comes in when he comes sliding in. Hello. The smoothest intro in the game has to be Zay's, and you only get to see it on Sundays because he only uploads. I think he only uploads on Sundays, so you get to see it one time.
Speaking of Sundays, Trainer Wolf as well. So,
yes, Trainer Wolf. Yep, Trainer Wolf. Next Sunday, I think.
The Oddish box.
I sent him a very, very cool mystery box. He's going to open it next Sunday. Make sure you guys watch it and like it. There is no one better in the game than Trainer Wolf. He does so much for this community. Just awesome dude. Helps us out with our Discord. Helps me out so much with my channel. Awesome dude.
We have
Epic 2G1, dude. Where you been?
He's right there. What?
Yes, you won, man. More stuff. Hey, look, Epic Tube. Look, more stuff for the Atlanta post office to lose.
So, Trainer Wolf, like tons of. He's a good guy. We share similar jobs.
Yep.
So he's good stuff. He's up there, and it's really funny how our whole discussion started because he actually saw me wearing a law enforcement shirt one day, and he's like, "Hey, like, are you in this community and whatnot?" And we got to talk, and we're like, "Oh." And now we've tried to figure out if we've ever crossed paths before, but I think we finally came to the conclusion we hadn't. So we're at the, what do we got? I think we've hit all the points. We're not going to do the box break. I'm really sorry. I know, like, I'm not a person to troll people based on titles. I thought we were doing it today, but there was a very ugly event that happened at the Golden House this morning, and it's why we're not breaking the box. And I think people have to understand that sometimes if a business opportunity arrives and somebody wants to buy something sealed at the price point that you want, like, you kind of have to take it. So that's why that's not going to happen. But
it may happen next week. There's like I really want to break the box. I want to sell the packs, right? Because that means a lot of people get paid the packs. But there's like 2 or 3 people that if they came to me wanting something, that because they've done a bunch of stuff for me, that I'd hold off and wait to see if they can get their finances and stuff together. There's a couple people that I work with that I trust that's done a lot for me. I'm going to give him. I'm not going to name his name, but I am going to give him some time to see if he can get together this week.
He's good stuff. He's awesome. So I said he's good. He's awesome people. So, like, again, That's
And
part of
again,
that building
this,
relationships thing, right? Like you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Like you hook me up, you know, I'm gonna do what I can for you. So
because you're gonna see a lot of boxes out there that are in, like you can ask Epic. These boxes are so crispy. Like that's what people know, and people know that I get like really good condition boxes. So it's like they don't want to see me open it because they want to. You know, these are boxes that you get in your collection and you keep in your collection as they grow to $10,000+ I bought another base set box because I knew that I'm either going to sell this one or I'm going to break this one, and it would hurt me not to have another one in my collection because that's going to be cool. Like I said, I ordered a lockable glass display, which I think I told Trainer Wolf I'm partly blaming IKEA and COVID-19 for Dempsey opening these packs because I got this really cool glass lockable display case, and it didn't come because of that. And if it was there, all this stuff would have been locked and never would have been opened. But yes, I do want to have a green wing and a blue wing for my display, and I have that. And so if this deal doesn't go down, I will be breaking it next week. I know there's a lot of people that want packs, and I will find a way to make sure that we get some base set packs.
we'll show you some. But there's I'm just reading the chat over here, but lots of love going on, lots of it's what this is all about, and we talked about the Discord a little bit last week. We talked about it a little bit in the beginning, and it's why we created it. I know that there's a lot of spots and Discords that people can go to out there, and we may just be another one, but we're trying to make it as all-inclusive as we can, and give you the opportunities that we have, both in the buy and sell realm, because both of us have become very resourceful in this business, and that's why we've done it. And I just like to see all the love that's going on over here. People shouting each other out in chat, and it's really cool. We hit 26 viewers this time around, so that's the highest that we've ever had. I think that's pretty badass.
Before we go, so if you guys,
do you have your card? Where's your card for the week? We can't do it without your card of the week, or is the card of the week the Haunter?
So we got a card of the week. So we got to do the card of the week,
yep.
And then we also do next week's giveaway. So when I told you guys what we, if you look on Young Cloud Films, so Cadence and I opened up another Japanese Neo Genesis pack, and we got a Scar Murray. So there it is. So we got to think of. Can you see that?
Yeah.
All right.
You good?
So we got to think of that. So that's going to be given away next week. So we got to think of what. We got to think of a hashtag. We got to think of something to put in there. Where's Christy when we need her? All right, guys.
Is it going to be? Or we're doing it on when you upload yours, right?
Yeah. I'll upload mine on Monday or Tuesday. Hopefully Monday. So then you'll have to just go on mine and write the hashtag. I'm trying to think of what I need to.
You know what? I got an idea, because
the
guy has been absolutely amazing to us.
Okay.
He's
been. Let me get my card.
He's been a very big supporter. I chat with him a lot, so I think the hashtag this week, because it was done on his channel, needs to be #sub YoungCloud.
There you go.
So go check out Young Cloud Films. Go see what he's got going on. And #sub YoungCloud on Adam's, or the Golden War Turtles video that he'll hopefully upload tomorrow, depending on how his internet wants to act. And I think that's the best way to do it. Like, the dude's good. He does these long extra pieces at the end of his videos where he allows people to chat and shout out their channels and discuss things, and just kind of have some open time to let loose and whatnot. And he does real good. And I think that's the way to go. Let's show some community love for him. He's getting really close to 800. He works exceptionally hard at what he does. And if people don't know who he is, hopefully a couple of you go over there and check him out. So The music at the end of his is super calming. It's just all around great stuff, and I'm happy to call him a friend and somebody that has stuck beside us since we started. So, and he hits his 1 year anniversary on Friday of his channel. I think he's going to do a big old live stream and whatnot. So, yeah, I think it's only fitting that it was opened up on his channel that we do that.
And it definitely, MD, it definitely cannot be hashtag Dempsey. He is, because every time it's too fresh. The wound is too fresh for it to be hashtag Dempsey.
That's awful. Oh man, he's 1 away from 800. All right, if somebody can get him to 800 right now, I'm gonna call him. If somebody gets him to 800, I'm gonna call him, and he's gonna get. Let's see if he answers. So somebody get him to 800.
Go to his channel. Go to his channel real quick. Someone that hasn't subbed to Young Cloud, go to his channel real quick. Be the 800th sub. So that we can tell him. Somebody go. There's only 1 sub. I know that not everybody here sub to him. So somebody go over there. Make it switch to make it go to 800, so that we can tell him live that he made it to 800.
Did you do it? Somebody hit refresh. He should be at 800 right now. Christy just did it.
He's at 801. All right, let him know. See if he answers.
All right. Let's see if it happens.
Hey, bud.
Hey, buddy. I just wanted to call you. You're on the HydroPump Poke Cast right now.
Okay.
We want to say congrats on 800 because you just got to 802.
Did it really?
Yeah, we gave you a big shout out.
We gave you a big shout out this week. You're at 802, bud.
803.
804.
That's freaking awesome. 804. Are you shitting
804.
me? Thanks so much, man.
Yep, I just wanted to call you and tell you. I know we were supposed to talk this morning about your live stream. I'll call you later, all right? But we just wanted to call you and we wanted to call you and congratulate you. And the hashtag for the week for the Skarmory giveaway that we're doing is hashtag sub Young Cloud. So congrats, man, on the big 800, and thanks for doing all that you do for the community.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
All right, have a good one.
You too, man. Bye.
Nice. So
that's how that goes.
Second guess. That's good stuff.
So,
thanks, guys. Man, 805. That's awesome, guys.
Love
all
it.
Right.
That's how that happens. So
that's how we do it. Look at us. We even have some muscle on this podcast. All right, so you go first before we're going to close down the show with our card of the week.
All right, so there's only one, being that it is the day that it is, and the amount of love that I have for her. She's upstairs working and taking care of the kids right now, while we could do this on Mother's Day. But my card of the week.
Ooh, that's a good card.
I wonder where that came from.
Man, I don't know. I think I should have went first.
But
I think I should have went first.
But that's ours for the week. It's just only fitting on Mother's Day that's our card. So
my card of the week is my favorite card that I got back from my first PSA return.
Aw, look at him.
The Dark War Turtle. So that's my favorite card that I got back from the my first submission. Super cool. It's the first card, Bryce. I mean, like, it's not even it's just, it's an uncommon, and Bryce like, dude, nobody's getting that. Nobody getting it. That's our card. That's us. Every time we pull a War Turtle, he's like, oh, we pulled us. So super cool.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I just want to let you guys know that, like, it's so awesome that you, like, I mean, like, look at that, spur of the moment. Like, that's such awesome to help out another, PokeTuber. I mean, because I'm telling you right now, I don't know how well you could hear it, but I'm sure that it means a bunch to him. Like no one works harder or tries to do more for the community to him. And the fact that we could, like, band together for, like, the 20 of us or whatever that are kind of watching this and getting the 805 was just awesome. So kudos to you guys watching.
And he's in here. If anybody needs a link to his channel, you can just click on his name there in chat. But any of you that are content creators, he's doing a shout out every day this month. So all you have to do is just make a video opening one pack, and you'll put it in the video. So just if you guys are just looking at having a little bit of fun and just opening one pack real quick, edit the video, send it to him, and he'll put it in there, and you'll get your little spotlight after his opening. And don't forget, like, if anybody's looking for a cheap Rebel Clash, like, he's selling his boxes and opening them up online. So if you're looking for a little bit of help and some cheaper cards, like, he's the one to do it. So get up with him. And
last thing. If you're looking for those fossil box, DM us. I know Pogo just did. If you guys want to submit PSA cards, get a hold of us. Even if you just have questions on whether something should be graded, shouldn't be graded, anything about the process, just reach out to us.
We're always here to help, and I'm absolutely humbled that we got to 26 concurrent viewers, much less 26 likes is what I'm seeing right now. And if you've got any questions that you want to see answered next week, hit either one of us up, and we'll go from there. And happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. All of the single dads that play mom and dad both, because I know that you deserve that as well. And hey, tons of cool things to come this week, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens over the next 7 days or so, and where things go. And enjoy the rest of your Mother's Day. Stay safe. The whole Corona-y thing isn't over with, and we just want everybody to stay safe and stay happy. And if you guys just need someone to talk to, we're always here. So I'm going to sign out with happy pack busting, and we'll see you guys next week. And I'm seeing the deuces flash over here. So get in on your tourney games, because the tournament's going on. I can't wait to see what happens. So take care, everybody.
I'm rooting for Pokey Paul because he's the number 1 seed. I know that's not how you did it, but I always make fun of him because he's not really good at it, and he's the first seed. So
all right,
he's my dark horse.
Take care, everybody. Good luck.
See ya. Peace.